Good morning. You're watching PA Harness Week. I'm Charlotte McBride. Well, for us horsecasters, it feels like Christmas morning. We can hardly wait for the big night ahead. Tonight here at Mohegan Sun at Pocono Downs is the 2013 Breeders' Crown, where the top horses, drivers, and trainers in the world converge right here in the Poconos. This next half hour is something we like to call Breeders' Crown Mania. Take a look. Coming up in this next half hour, we'll take a look at the eliminations with horses like Captain Treacherous, Hamiltonian winner Royalty for Life, and Little Brown Jug winner Vegas Vacation. They are all here at Pocono, and we'll get you set for tonight's championships at Mohegan Sun at Pocono Downs. Racing's fastest paced half hour starts right now on Comcast Sportsnet.
To the goal! Explosive Matter wins the Colonial easily. Underway. Starting fast outside here, Brent Messenger to the early. 15-5 before the halftime. Just over 3 to go. At the top of the stretch.
Hello there, racing fans, and welcome to Mohegan Sun at Pocono Downs. I'm Steve Ross. She's Heather Vitale. And Heather, there's a buzz going on about there's something that's going to take place tonight. I think it was the Leibowitz Bar Mitzvah from Wilkes-Barre. But I can't be sure.
Something a little bit bigger.
A little bigger.
Breeders' Crown.
The Breeders' Crown tonight.
Yes. Here
at Mohegan Sun at Pocono Downs. This magnificent racing plant, as you can see behind us, it is just incredible. And Heather and I are in the outdoors. This is like with our shades. Hello.
Yeah, and let me tell you, talking about shades, all the cool people are going to be here at Mohegan Sun at Pocono Downs tonight. It's going to be so bright, you're going to have to wear your shades. It's like the who's who of racing. Four-legged athletes, the two-legged athletes. I mean, all the superstars in the sport. Almost $6 million in purses on this one night.
That almost used to be a lot of money. Oh, wait, I think it's still a lot of money. Silly me. Yeah. Imagine that. It's going to be epic tonight. The best drivers, the best trainers, the best horses, and the best fans will be out because they won't want to miss this. And you know what the X factor about this Breeders' Crown, which I believe, Heather, is going to be the best Breeders' Crown ever, and that is the matchups. Because everybody is peaking at exactly the right time.
Yeah.
And everybody's like chomping at the bit. There's not a lot of horses that land over fields and whatever else. It's going to be very competitive. If you're a bettor, you can get in there and get competitive racing. And championships are going to be decided tonight here at Mohegan Sun at Pocono Downs.
That's right. I don't know which race I'm more excited about. That's how many great races there are.
You are right. Okay. They had the press conference for the big night tonight, the Breeders' Crown. It happened on Wednesday. And our Charlotte McBride caught up with Maura Fanning.
Thanks, guys. I'm here with Moira Fanning, the Director of Publicity for the Breeders' Crown. We know the magnitude of this event, but for those that really aren't familiar, how big is the Breeders' Crown?
Well, it's the defining event of the year for harness racing. It's the year-end championship. We make Horses of the Year here. We make Superstars here. This is a stage where everybody comes if they want to be seen on the track and in the grandstand.
And we know that we're going to see some of the biggest horses. You mentioned some big names. What are some horses that people can look forward to seeing, some fans look forward to seeing here?
Well, number one is Captain Treacherous, just an awesome animal. It's the second time he's been here. Now, he was beaten here. I think it was the only loss that he suffered, so he is out for revenge. Don't mess with the captain. And he's certainly the marquee horse of the night, but there's 12 races and every one of them has a couple superstars. So we have the open mare pacers, the horse pacers, the Hamiltonian winner is here. You name it, they're here. We're not missing anybody.
And it's here at Pocono Downs this year. What have you seen from this facility, and why should fans get excited to come out and see this race here at Pocono Downs?
Well, there's been a major change in the past couple of years. They've stepped up their racing product tremendously. It's always been a terrific place to come. We were here in 2010, and they were just kind of feeling their way onto the stakes racing platform. Since then, they've jumped their stakes purses enormously. They've developed some signature events. Delighted to be back here. $5.6 million in purses. They knocked themselves out to make it a good show, and we hope to come back here in some kind of permanent rotation.
Well, we look forward to it. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Back to you guys.
Thank you, Charlotte, and thank you, Maura. You know, there were so many incredible limbs. There were 13 out of the 14 races. Limbs took place last week. There are so many limbs that we couldn't use them all. So what we did, we are calling it eliminating some of the eliminations by the process of elimination. But you're going to see great races, and the first one was race 10, and the champ was here, and Heather's got that for you.
That's right. Now, this is one of two divisions for the 3-year-old pacing colts, and this is a really anticipated matchup between two horses. Number 4, Captain Treacherous. He's a 2012 Pacer of the Year. He's won 10 out of 11 starts this year. He's also the favorite at 1-5. And then number 1 is Vegas Vacation. He's the Little Brown Jug champion, second choice at 8-5. So why is it so anticipated? Well, because Captain Treacherous has beaten Vegas Vacation every time they've matched up. However, Vegas Vacation seems to be getting a little bit closer to Captain Treacherous every time. Let's see the duel.
Captain Treacherous working hard. Vegas Vacation not giving up that lead easy. He's speeding on the inside. The quarter is 26-1. And look at the two hooked up here. A bit rough gated there. Captain Treacherous almost locked wheels as Vegas Vacation takes the lead now. And Tetrick chooses discretion, takes the pylons with Captain Treacherous at 1-5. Third there is Urbanite Hanover, followed by Emeritus Maximus. They're single file now. Following at the back, Sunfire Blue Chip and Beach Memories. Pace has slowed a little bit now as they come to the half-mile marker. 54-3, 28-2, second panel. Up top, Vegas Vacation was playing hardball earlier with Captain Treacherous. Tetrick wants to go at him again now from the pocket. What a dust-up between these two. Just a half length back, Captain Treacherous, and getting closer. On the outside, Sunfire Blue Chip moves up to third. He's showing a lot of pace for Xinghua. Urbanite Hanover losing some ground on the inside. Further back, Beach Memories and Emeritus Maximus. They've hooked up again at 3/4, 122-3, 28 even, third panel. Vegas Vacation inside, Captain Treacherous outside. We've been saying it all race. Now Sunfire Blue Chip wants to join the party third. Top of the stretch, they've all got a shot here. Inside Vegas Vacation, in between is Captain Treacherous. Captain Treacherous now takes over the lead. Sunfire Blue Chip trying to rally on the outside. Captain Treacherous, he always finds a way.
Vegas Vacation and Captain Treacherous both lead right out of the gate. Now, Tim Tetrick and the captain, they want the lead, but Vegas Vacation and Brian Sears are like, you got to take a seat, okay? But that really doesn't last for long, right? Because, like, just about the half-mile marker, Tim Tetrick pulls out, and it is like a head-to-head battle. It was amazing, but it was deep stretch where you see 2012 Pacer of the Year, Captain Treacherous, get the lead. He ends up winning in 1:49-2. Sunfire Blue Chip was second, Beach Memories was third, and Vegas Vacation was fourth in this one.
And you know what? It's going to be epic tonight because they're going to meet again. And Vegas Vacation wasn't disgraced in that mile, so it's going to be great.
Oh, no, he raced giant.
He was huge.
And now more on the race with the connections is our Kelly Connors.
He was awesome. He raced 1.5 miles and finished the race really well. And, you know, there's good horses following him, good horses on the inside of him, and he did what he always does, puts his head in front and keeps it there.
Thanks. How you feeling for the finals?
I feel very confident.
Coming off some strong wins, we wish you luck next week. Thanks so much, Tim T.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, and stick around with us when we come back. We are going to have more limbs, and we'll have one featuring the top mare around, and her name is Androvette. Don't go anywhere.
Great trip there for Androvette. Rocklamation gearing up.
For one night only, Mohegan Sun at Pocono Downs is racing's biggest stage. For the world's top horses, Breeders' Crown is their time to shine. 12 championship races, $6 million. Don't miss Breeders' Crown, Saturday, October 19th at Mohegan Sun at Pocono Downs. Race night is your time to shine.
Hello there, Kim Asabi, and welcome back to PA Harness Week. As you can see in the background, the beautiful San Gabriel Mountains here at Santa Anita Racetrack. It's really great, isn't it? See the mountains yet? No?
No.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mohegan
Different
Sun.
coast.
Mohegan Sun at Pocono Downs. I was on the wrong coast. I'm sorry.
You're forgiven.
I'm a silly person. Okay, the first race at Mohegan Sun on Saturday night was a Breeders' Crown Limb. The first of 3 divisions for 2-year-old Colton Gelding Pacers. Number 4, So Surreal with Tetrick was 1-2. Number 6, Some Stars Somewhere 2-1 with Yannick Gingras. Number 2, Journeyman with Mike LaChance 7-1. And with a call, Jim Baviglia.
Still a slight lead for Some Stars Somewhere. Journeyman not giving in on the outside. Now So Surreal, a big 3-wide move here. Top of the stretch, Some Stars Somewhere still there for Gingras. Inside Sometimes Said coming up the passing lane. And now So Surreal is in full gear. Some Stars Somewhere has the jump on them all, though. Some Stars Somewhere, a big effort here.
What a way to kick off the Breeders' Crown of Limbs, a new world record. Hello. Some Stars Somewhere, and number 7, Sometimes Said, off at 22-1 with John Campbell. Both left hard from the outside. Some Stars Somewhere made the top just past the half when Sometimes Said taking the 2-hole. Journeyman then came rolling up the challenge, pushing Some Stars Somewhere to pace a 26-3 third quarter, 121-4. These are 2-year-olds. Hello. Some Stars Somewhere got to the wire first, winning in 149-4, beating Sometimes Said a length. So Surreal checked in a disappointing third.
I'm so glad you got this race and not me.
Some Stars Somewhere beat the previous world record by 1/5 of a second, set by He's Watching at Tioga earlier this year. Here's the kicker. Ready? All you trifecta players out there, all you had to do was box the 3 horses with S's in their names in the race. Some Stars Somewhere, Sometimes Said, and So Surreal, and you got back $242 for your $12 bet. What's that, chopped liver? All right, now here with race 2 on Saturday night, another Breeders' Crown of Limb, 3-year-old filly trotters, and the lovely Heather's got that for you.
Thank you very much. This is one of 2 divisions, by the way. Number 6 is Frau Blücher, and she's the favorite at 3-5. She raced Super coming first up against the second choice to Dream On at 8-5, who was setting the fractions, but it was a long shot scoring in this one. Coffee Cake Hanover at 10-1 got a perfect trip and wins in 152-4 with Matt Kakaley in the sulky for trainer Ron Burke. Frau Blücher was second, and This'll Do was third.
In the 4th limb for trotting mares, 4-year-olds and up, the first of 2 divisions, no surprise here, as Backs of Life, the 4-5 chalk with John Campbell, nosed second choice Diorce off at 2-1 with Corey Callahan winning in 152-4.
Now, we saw Captain Treacherous's race earlier. This is the 2nd division for those 3-year-old pacing colts, and it's number 2 is Sunshine Beach, the better choice at 4-5. Remember, he's the only horse to beat Captain Treacherous this year in world record fashion. And even though he made a wacky little jump there in the backstretch, I thought he raced great on the front. However, it was Luke in Hanover at 5-2 who was the one who crossed the wire first in 148 flat with David Miller. Sunshine Beach was second. Captive Audience was third.
Race 6 for 3-year-old Colton Gelding trotters, the first of 2 divisions. Number 5, Smilin' Eli, who's been rested up, went off at 3-5 with Tim Tetrick and cut the mile, but got beat in the neck by number 6, All Laid Out, the 5-2 second choice with Dave Miller, who benefited from a 2-hole trip, beating Smiling Eli in 152-4. Number 4, Deadliest Catch with Ron Pierce, pushed Eli from the outside and was a bang-up third.
Okay, now we've got one of 3 divisions of the 2-year-old pacing colts. Number 3, 3 of clubs, and number 1, Lucky Be With You, are both co-favorites at 2-1. Would you rather be lucky or good? How about both? Luck Be With You cut the mile easily in 150 flat for driver Ron Pierce. 3 of clubs settled for second. A no-brainer exacta with these 2 names, and Ari All-Star was third.
Why, thank you, Heather. Next up, the Breeders' Crown and Limb, the 7th for pacing mares, 4-year-olds and up. And the public couldn't make up its betting minds between number 5, Andrew Vett with Tetrick, and number 2, Rocklamation with Yannick Gingras. Rocklamation ended up having a few more dollars bet on her butt than Andrew Vett on hers, with number 6, Monkey on My Wheel, the 3rd betting choice at 8-1 with Brian Sears. Here's the call.
Monkey on My Wheel, still a link to the good. Shell Escape has been first over for the whole mile here, still working hard on the outside. Androvet about a length and a half back, getting a tick closer. Rocklamation in striking position, second over and 4th, 2 back. Camille is still saving ground, but boxed in here. 3rd over 6, Swinging Beauty, then Economy Terror. It's still Monkey on My Wheel, 3/4, 122 even, much faster on the back, 26-4. Monkey on My Wheel, Shell Escape, Indefatigable on the outside. inside. Great trip there for Androvet. Rocklamation gearing up fourth. Top of the stretch, it's still Monkey on My Wheel. Sears getting more out of her now. Rocklamation sliding up the inside. Shell Escape's not done. First over. Inside is Androvet. Monkey on My Wheel. Androvet. Androvet has just enough.
Talk about a tough beat. Monkey on My Wheel cut the mile, led every step except the most important one, the very last one. Androvet took advantage of a perfect two-hole trip and shocked the Monkey by a head in 149.1. Number 9, Shell Escape off at 18-1 with Dave Miller was right there third. Rocklamation a length back and fourth, and we caught up with driver Tim Tetrick to find out what he thinks about his chances are tonight in the big Breeders' Crown for the older mares.
Here with driver Tim Tetrick coming off a very big win with Androvet. Tim, she was the heavy favorite going into this, the oldest in the field, but also is $2.5 million in the bank. How was your confidence heading into tonight?
Oh, I'm always a big believer in Androvet. She hardly ever lets me down. She always gives 120%, and she's just a really, really good horse. That's why she's got $2.5 million on her card.
So Monkey on My Wheel had the lead throughout. You had an awesome trip and a great drive by yourself. Talk to us how this race played out from your perspective.
Just like you said, I left hard and secured the 2-hole behind Monkey on My Wheel, which was happy to do that. And, as Brian said, very fair fractions, half 55, 122. And, I with the passing lane, my mare just shot right through there and got up for the win. So I was very tickled with her. Should set her up really good for next week.
How are you feeling heading into the finals?
Like I said, I got tons of confidence in Androvet. She's never let me down, and when the money's there, she's always right there at the wire.
Thank you much, Tim, and best of luck tonight, and all the other drivers have safe trips, won't you? Okay, when we come back, the Hambo winner, Royalty for Life, will be in action, and the Prestidigitation horse, Be a Magician, undefeated this year, 13 for 13. Will it continue? We'll find out when you come back.
Here comes Be a Magician, the unbeaten filly at 1-9. Brian Sears just gliding on past.
For one night only, Mohegan Sun at Pocono Downs is racing's biggest stage. For the world's top horses, Breeders' Crown is their time to shine. 12 championship races, $6 million. Don't miss Breeders' Crown, Saturday, October 19th at Mohegan Sun at Pocono Downs. Race night is your time to shine.
Hi, and welcome back to beautiful Mohegan Sun at Pocono Downs. You can see this is where the action is going to take place. We're right near the winner's circle where all that money is going to be made tonight. The first post is 5 o'clock. It's going to be an epic, epic night. If you only go to the track once a year, make it tonight, right? Do you agree, Heather?
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Well, good.
Yeah.
Heather agrees with that.
I'm very agreeable today.
Okay. Race 9 on Saturday was another Breeders' Crown limb, and Heather's got that for you.
I do. It's a 3-year-old trotting colts. Now, the fans, with the top 3 choices that they like, all 3 of these horses have won major stakes this year. First of all, we've got number 2, Royalty for Life. He's the favorite at 3-5. He's the Hambletonian champ. Number 5 is Spider Blue Chip. He's 3-1. He won the Colonial here last August. And then number 7, Creatine, is 3-1. And he's coming off a big win in the Kentucky Futurity.
Royalty for Life first over the hard way. He's within 2.5 and still improving there for Sears. Creatine is saving ground, but nowhere to roam at the moment. He's got Hemdahl on his outside. Caveat Emptor and a Perfect Yankee moving up behind their cover at the back, but still a clear lead here for Spider Blue Chip. 3/4, 124-2, 28 even third panel. Pierce has rated this perfectly here. Spider Blue Chip still there by 1.5 lengths. Inside EL Rocket, Royalty for Life is hanging as Hamdallah makes a 3-wide move. Top of the stretch, it's still Spider Blue Chip. Pierce asking for the first time now. EL Rocket is closing well in the passing lane. Spider Blue Chip in trouble. EL Rocket sneaking up. It's tight. Spider Blue Chip. Spider Blue Chip.
Royalty for Life, who usually loves the front, actually made a really surprising move here, and he took back. Meanwhile, it was Spider Blue Chip who shot out right to the lead, and that's exactly where he stayed. Royalty for Life did come first up. He made a bid there, but he never really got up to the leader. So Spider Blue Chip wins in 152-4 with Ron Pierce driving. EL Rocket took second. Creatine was third. Royalty for Life was fourth and did make the final. Kelly Connors caught up with driver Ron Pierce about Spider Blue Chip.
He really, really dug in. I mean, the pressure was on in that final stretch. Any hesitation, or you knew he had some more left in the tank?
I knew it was in there. I just had to get it out.
Yeah. That's why you're a Hall of Fame driver.
Well, I don't know. I'm just lucky, you know. I just sit there. The horses do all the work.
So this horse has had some up and down, some braking issues, some equipment changes. How are you feeling at your confidence level into the final?
I feel good. I feel really good. You know, being on Chuck Sylvester's team, I know he's going to pull the right strings, so I feel really good about it. The horse has the ability, and like I said, being on Chuck's team, I know nothing stupid's going to happen. So, and I know he'll pull the right strings, and we need to get him to go just a little bit faster, and I think he'll figure that out.
Thank you, Ronnie. Next up is the Breeders' Crown Limb. It is race 11 for 3-year-old trotting fillies, the second of 2 divisions. Number 3, the big girl, Be a Magician, with Brian Sears undefeated in 13 starts in 2013, was 1 to a gazillion. Number 4, Moncherie Hall with Corey Callahan, the second choice at 5 to 1. Number 2, Shared Past, was 9 to 1 with Yannick Gingras. And here's the call.
Shared Past has the lead for Yannick Gingras. Now from third, here comes Be a Magician, the unbeaten filly at 1 to 9. Brian Sears just gliding on past with Be a Magician, as Shared Past will sit the pocket now. Further back there, Moncherie Hall had her own winning streak snapped the last time out. She sits third, followed by Southwind Coco. Time to Kill is fifth with Handover Bell at the back. They are single file to the half-mile marker in an unhurried pace, 56-3, 29-2 second panel. It's Be a Magician in charge and hasn't been taxed at all yet. Inside, Shared Past going to try to put some pressure on from right behind the leader. Now here comes Moncherie Hall with a first overbrush there for Corey Callahan. Aggressively coming up to Be a Magician, who's responding on the front end. 2 back now to fourth and Southwind Coco. Further back, Time to Kill and Handover Bell. Be a Magician leads by 3 parts of a length, 3/4, 125-1, 28-3 third panel. Still hasn't been too urgent for Be a Magician, even with Moncherie Hall bouncing on the outside, and now off stride. Both goes Southwind Coco and Shared Past, so the pursuit really fading. It's all Be a Magician here, and she kicks away now to lead by 2.5.
Shared Past led on a 27-1 opening quarter before Be a Magician apparently got bored sitting third and set sail for the lead. At the 3/4, Moncherie Hall took her shot. The Bee woman merely sneered at her, and the others as she drew off to win by 3 for fun. In 152-4, Moncherie Hall lived for the belly with 70-1 bomber Time to Kill with John Campbell third, and now we get more in the race.
Brian, fastest 3-year-old trotter in the sport, undefeated. Did you feel the pressure heading into tonight's elimination?
You know, when you're in elimination, you just don't want anything stupid to happen, keep her out of trouble, and when you got a horse like that, and we were able to accomplish that and get the job done.
Certainly kept her out of trouble, made one nice sweep to the front and didn't really ever have to look back. How did she feel in that final stretch, like she had plenty more in the tank?
I'd have to say so. I really didn't have to ask her. She did it all on her own.
Nice. So how are you feeling confidence-wise heading into the final next week?
You know, we get to pick our posts. That shouldn't be a problem. And so, you know, like I said, a filly like that, keep her out of trouble and have a little racing luck and, you know, hopefully get the job done.
Thank you much. And stick around when we come back on this big day, the Breeders' Crown Day at Mohegan Sun at Pocono Downs. Still time to get out here. It's going to be an epic night for you. We have foiled again in action. Is this Rich Pacer going to be in the winner's circle again, you think?
I'm not giving that away. You'll have to stick around and watch.
Okay.
Here comes Foiled again. The veteran takes over now for Yannick Gingras.
For one night only, Mohegan Sun at Pocono Downs is racing's biggest stage. For the world's top horses, Breeders' Crown is their time to shine. 12 championship races, $6 million. Don't miss Breeders' Crown, Saturday, October 19th. At Mohegan Sun at Pocono Downs, race night is your time to shine.
Hello, harness racing fans, and welcome back to beautiful Mohegan Sun at Pocono Downs, the site of the night of nights tonight. 12 championship races, all kinds of money, millions of dollars in the line. You will want to be here. And now another Breeders' Crown, a limb. It was race 12, and it was featuring a horse that this year, it is my understanding, is going to be dressing up for Halloween as Heather Vitale.
Well, the backstory to that is I dressed up as Foiled Again last year on the show, just so all of our viewers.
You did?
Yeah, yes, I did. Yes, I did. Yes. Okay, well, let's get to this elimination. It's the older Pacers, and I love this division. First of all, we've got number 2, a rock and roll dance. He's the better's choice. He finished last in Kentucky, his last start out, but he also got interfered with. He's looking to rebound here. Number 1 is Warri Needy. He's second choice, and you know, this horse hasn't even raced since August 3rd, but he's had a couple really good qualifiers. Now, number 6 is a Foiled Again, richest pacer in North American harness racing history, and he is hard not to consider in here.
Here comes Foiled Again. The veteran takes over now for Yannick Gingras. Bolt the Doer back to second. Then comes Golden Receiver. And now it's Warri Needy coming off that layoff, charging hard first over, bringing along Modern Legend. Better's Edge inside 6. Sweet Lou is in the outer flow. A rock and roll dance at 8-5 is 8th right now. Going to go 4th over. And at the back, Michael's Power. Half is 54-3, 28-3 second panel. And now it's Warri Needy on the outside going against Foiled Again. Slight edge for Warri Needy. Inside Bolt the Doer is 3rd. Outside Modern Legend not quite keeping up with his cover. Then on the inside is Golden Receiver. Outside 6 Sweet Lou. Then Better's Edge. Rock and Roll Dance has faded to the back of the pack. 3/4 121 and 126 and 3 on the back. It's Warri Needy and Foiled Again still toe to toe. Bolt the Doer getting the trip. Modern Legend has now moved up. Sweet Lou kicking out 3 wide. Top of the stretch, and Foiled Again has fended off Warri Needy and now kicks clear by 2.
Bolt the Doer bolts out of the gate, then right behind him is Golden Receiver, then right behind him is Foiled Again. But really, you know, when you're in the 3-hole, it's a really tricky spot. You don't want to get shuffled, and then you end up you're going to get fleshed out anyway. So Yannick wastes no time at all. He takes Foiled Again right out of there, takes him to the front, but then here comes Warri Needy first up. He just cannot get past Foiled Again. And the cool thing is everybody talks about how Foiled Again is a little horse. If you look at that backstretch, you can see physically how much smaller Foiled Again is to Warri Needy. Anyway, I just get so excited about Foiled Again, I can't help it. Okay, Foiled Again wins 148-2. Modern Legend was second. Golden Receiver was 3rd.
Heather, we got one more race to cover. It is Breeders' Crown Elimination Race 13 for trotting mares, 4-year-olds and up. Another classic matchup between 2 hard-knocking trotting mares. Number 2, Melvin, off at 1-5 with Yannick Gingras. Number 3, Check Me Out, the 2-1 second choice with Tim Tetrick. Last year, if you recall, Check Me Out was the better filly, but this year it's been Melvin. Last time they met at the Red Mile, they were separated only by noses at the wire. It sets it up perfectly. Let's see what happens now.
Win Missy B on the front end. Melvin continues to inch up on the outside. 3/4 123 and 2, 28 even. Third panel, it's still Win Missy B trying to hold together, but Melvin is relentless on the outside. Inside, Real Babe with the great trip, and further back, Beat Goes On Hanover. Top of the stretch, Win Missy B and Melvin are hooked up now, and Melvin takes over the lead. Win Missy B defenseless now, and Melvin trots on by for Yannick Gingras.
Number 5, Win Missy B, a 16-1 shot with Andy Miller, cut it until Melvin came roaring up first over, made the top. Then she drew off to win by a couple of open lengths and 151-4. Check Me Out close for second without being too hard used. And number 6, Beat Goes On Hanover off at 9-1 with Dave Miller got third. And Heather, it is going to be such an incredible night. We're going to be here.
Yes.
I mean, it's going to be as good as it gets. And as we've talked about before, the incredible matchups that are going to take place tonight, for me, is going to make this, I'd be very disappointed if this is not the most competitive Breeders' Crown of all time. And you want to be here for sports history. It's going to happen tonight. First post is 5 o'clock. It's going to be the best of the best, and if you're a best kind of fan, you got to be here. And for all of us here at PA Harness Week, Bruce Casella, Kelly Connors, Charlotte McBride, and my partner Heather Vitale, I'm Steve Ross, reminding you, what do we always say at the end of this thing?
Get high on harness, and that's what you say, and then I say it's only natural.
It's only natural.
Explosive Matter wins the Colonial easily. Underway. Starting fast outside here, Express Messenger to the